Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to selectively colour areas of your lino as if it's a watercolour using the Photoshop brush. So here's an example of a lino print that has been coloured, probably using watercolours. We can create that effect with Photoshop as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So firstly, I've got Scarlett's lino print here. First thing I need to do is crop it, so I'll just get rid of the bits that I don't need. You can see it's a little bit, if it's crooked like that, you can actually straighten it as well. Oops, let's do it from here. And the grid will help you do that if you need to. Okay, so let's just, I think the line is crooked. Okay, so what we're going to do now is over here we've got our layers palette. Make sure it's visible. If it's not, just go to window and check it. We're going to add over here a blank layer. Okay, and we're going to actually apply colour to that blank layer. So let's say Scarlett wanted to paint I think they're bamboo leaves in the background. What you would need to do, what she'd need to do is go over here. She's going to pick her colours from here, so just have a look at the colours you might want to use. Say that. And then use this brush. Okay, use the brush to paint these areas. Now, when you choose a tool, it will actually give you various options, and the most important option, I believe, is the hardness of the brush. If you go down here, you'll get a lovely fuzzy brush, soft brush. This will give you a very hard cutout texture, the hard brush. So I'm going to just pick a fairly soft brush, and I can change the size of the brush here as well, but I actually prefer to use a shortcut, which is the curly braces under the delete key. Now, let's see what happens when I paint over that. You can see that it doesn't look so great, okay, and you'd probably really struggle to get within those lines. What you actually can do, though, in the palette, in the layer palette, is over here where it says normal, just change it to darken. And what that does is it lets you paint areas but not over black, so you can see it will paint over all the white areas but not the black. So I can go here and I can just keep changing the tone, so I've got some lovely dark ones and some light ones, and just paint it like I would say a painting. Okay, so that's kind of a really simple, effective technique that you can use to create that lovely watercolour effect. Another thing you can do is to really make that very watery looking is to change the opacity. So at the moment it's on 100%. You can actually go down and make it very pale and subtle. Okay, so I'm just rushing this, but obviously you would take your time and maybe blend some colours together and get some lovely effects, and then I would probably recrop it to get rid of the areas that I've painted over the edges here, or you could just use this sort of marquee tool, rectangular, and just delete. So select that area and press delete and it will clean it up for you. Okay, deselect is how you get rid of the marching ants. So there you go, that's how you can selectively apply a watercolour effect to your lino print where you might think it needs it. So for instance, this particular lino print may only need it in the background where the bamboo leaves are. Okay, so have a go at that. Don't forget to save it. So file, save as, and just save it as your lino. So like that. Make sure you save it as a PSD or Photoshop file. That way you can go back and edit it, because that will retain these layers. But once you're finished, I would also just save it as a JPEG because that is a really good file to share things with. So go File, Save a Copy, and that'll give you the option of saving it as a JPEG, and that way you can also upload your final result to Canvas, and you can also print it out easily because printers recognize JPEGs quite readily. Okay, so give that a go, and I'll see you in class. Bye.